Mishmin Tuhis, Kanarakat Canyon, Coyote Woman, Sarah's Roots of Indian Canyon Nation. I am a local representative of the Indian Canyon Mutsun Band of Costanoan and Ohlone people. I'm in Indian Canyon right now, but I am making this video in regards to the statue in San Francisco. And I can't remember the name of it because it's that insignificant to me. No, in all seriousness, this statue is of oppression. If you look how it's depicted, it shows pioneer statue. That's what it is. It shows a pioneer, and it shows a religious figure overstepping and seemingly punishing the indigenous person. One, the indigenous person does not look like my cousins or relations, but this is so culturally insensitive, disregarding, disrespecting, and totally just dismissing all indigenous peoples and their perspective of this negligent presence of ignorance. It's just aggravating. When it comes to becoming familiar with the history of the land, when it comes to honoring these spaces and places that we occupy in today's post-colonial settler society, we need to recognize that the narrative is so very important. When Native peoples are looked down upon as savage, when Native peoples are dismissed as hunter-gatherer, when Native peoples are referenced in history books as they were, they used to, they no longer, it shows that we don't exist. It shows that our perspectives don't matter. It shows that people don't care. And that's exactly what's happening right now with the pioneer statue. Many Native peoples are in an uproar about it, yet it's still there. So what does that say about the city? What does that say about the people in power? What does that say about those who go and visit it every single day thinking they're learning a piece of history? They're learning a one-sided narrative. That once there were Native people and the religious communities that were there in that time and the pioneers that came through in that time saved them. You really need to look into history. You really need to look into honoring all perspectives and all truths, because the one-sided narrative that we've been spoon-fed here in America is so pitiful, so behind, so archaic that it is heartbreaking. I work day in and day out to encourage people to become more familiar with other perspectives, to honor truth in history, all history. So I'm saying I do not support the statue. I'm offering this video saying that I'm a local indigenous person and I don't like this. And I really hope more of my friends who support the work that I do and support the messages that I share offer their perspectives too, because they have the right to share how they feel about this. And the majority of people that I hang out with, they probably agree with me. And so I hope people step up, stand up, share their voice, and share the outrage, because that's important. Oh.